Hi, I'm Daniel Herrera. I am the coordinator of the project FuturHist, and I work at URAC Research, and I will introduce some of the main aspects of the project. So in what sense is FuturHist an innovative project? The innovations of the project are concentrated in two main areas. First, on the development of a standardized approach for the renovation of historic buildings, and secondly, on the development of new technological solutions that are compatible with the renovation and conservation of historic buildings. First, for the development of a standardized approach, futurists will rely on the identification of common patterns and the definition of typologies that will allow us working on buildings with similar characteristics rather than on single buildings. Within these typologies, only a few of the buildings will be protected by law, will be listed. That will allow us to have an approach that ensures the conservation of the heritage values in all buildings, not only on those that are listed. The idea with futurists is to develop a simplified approach that leaves the use of complex and time-consuming tools only for those cases that are strictly necessary, and uses a more straightforward approach and is less onerous for those buildings that don't need it. Regarding the development of new technologies, we're aware of all the work that has been done in the past, but there is still room for improvement and there is still room for new solutions that take into account the use of natural and recycled materials and the reduce of waste in construction. So we want to develop materials, for instance, that take the use of natural materials in the development of insulating plasters, that exploit the ability of natural resources like lime in the self-healing properties of materials, but also to develop strategies that reduce waste and emphasize the reuse over the replacement. So rather than substituting windows, to develop solutions for the reuse of the existing windows. Lastly, the heating and cooling of historic buildings is responsible for an enormous amount of energy. Since meeting modern standards of comfort in historic buildings requires quite an amount of energy, the development of new tailored solutions for providing this comfort is crucial. It is important, therefore, to identify which systems are compatible with the implementation of historic buildings in order to provide both comfort and energy-efficient solutions. All of these will be demonstrated in our demo cases, since the demonstration is a core in the project FuturHist. We want to implement, validate, and demonstrate that all the results we develop within the project are going to be useful for the renovation of historic buildings. In our 5 demo cases in Spain, Poland, Sweden, and the UK, we will test solutions that deal with insulation of walls, new window solutions, installation of photovoltaic panels, heating and ventilation systems, but also the whole standardized renovation approach. And we hope to engage with policymakers, heritage authorities, and the local society in demonstrating the results of our project.